now have an opportunity to apply your understandings for how to administer, code, and score an oral reading record. Keep in mind that our goal is for all teachers to adhere to the same guidelines for results that are both accurate and reliable. Consider this experience as an opportunity to monitor and reflect on your skills with administering oral reading records. You will now need a blank copy of the oral reading record for Matilda and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, Level S. Apply APS coding conventions while the student is reading, and then jot down notes about how the reading sounds. During the retelling, capture as much of her response as possible. After administering the oral reading record, calculate scores for accuracy, self-correction, fluency, and comprehension. Welcome to Oral Reading Records. This is Matilda and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, Level S.
Today I'm going to ask you to read Matilda, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Many people write reviews to share details and opinions about a book they have read. Read this review of the popular Roald Dahl book, Matilda. Go ahead and look through pages 5 through 7. And then if you could begin reading on page 8.
Poor Matilda. Her father and mother treat her like a scrap that should be picked off and flicked away. Worse, an evil headmistress who is out to get little kids rules Matilda's school. But don't feel too bad for Matilda. She may be misunderstood, but she outsmarts everyone. Matilda, a children's book by British author Roald Dahl, was published in 1988. It's a story about an unhappy generous trapped in a rotten family. It shows how you can turn your life around no matter how tough it is. Dahl makes fun just about everybody, but adults get the worst of it. Matilda's parents are utterly awful. Matilda's father violates the law by selling used cars that break down as soon as they are driving off the lot. Matilda's mother leaves her alone all day while she rushes to her bingo games. Each night the whole family has to sit in front of the booth and dinner consists of warm-up frozen meals. If anyone could be worse than Matilda's parents, it is the school's headmistress, Miss Trustbull. She was once an Olympic athlete. Now she is just a deranged. Dahl paints her vividly with words.
Letitia, you can go ahead and read the rest of this chapter on your own. So, Latasia, let's close the book and then tell me about what you read.
I read about how Matilda lived in a terrible family, and she went to a school with a headmistress that was mean, and her headmistress used to be an Olympian, but now she uses her muscles to throw kids out the window, or she puts them in a glass room with nails sticking out of the wall called a choky.
So, what does Matilda prove in this story?
That if you live in a rough family, you could turn it around, no matter how rough it is.
How do you know the writer likes the character of Matilda?
Because when her father is being mean to her, she always pull something on him, and then instead of the author writing, he does something to her and locks her in her room. That's what she does to him.
All right, Latasia, one more question. Who does Doll make the most fun of in this story?
The father. Because Matilda, she put hair glue in his hat one day, and she put hair dye in his shampoo.
You will now share out the oral reading record scores and compare results with your group. Share what you found for accuracy, self-correction rate, fluency, and comprehension. Pause the video now for about 10 minutes to complete the ORR scoring process. Then, share out the oral reading record scores and compare results with your group. Share what you've found for accuracy, self-correction rate, fluency, and comprehension.
If we're calibrated, we should all have these scores for accuracy and self-correction. Do a self-check and compare your results to ours. Latasia read with 93% accuracy. She had 7 errors without any self-corrections. Level S at 93% accuracy is considered hard. It's important to look at the reading record and determine the kinds of errors she made in the passage. Did the errors disrupt meaning? Are they easy fixes that could be addressed at this level? Once we look closely, we can see that one error was a name with a very close attempt. There was also an insertion of the word a and an omission of the word of. If her comprehension was excellent, would this be an appropriate level for instruction? We'll discuss this later when determining the proficiency level. For fluency, Latasia sounded smooth and read in longer, more meaningful phrases, even catching on to the humorous tone of the author. She scored a 4 for phrasing and 3 to 4 for intonation, pace, and accuracy. Please refer to the proficiency chart on your oral reading record handout to determine if this text is independent, instructional, or hard. Comprehension was excellent. Latasia demonstrated understanding of the main idea with details through her retelling and responses to the questions. To determine Latasia's highest instructional level, we administered level T and found that it was hard. This confirmed that level S was the highest instructional reading level.
Thank you for joining us for oral reading record calibration. Please continue with Part 3, Teaching Implications.